because of the boy and because of your slave woman. Whatever Sarah says to you, do as she tells you. For through Isaac shall your offspring come. He reminds Abraham that Isaac in your life. Everything else has to be secondary. Whether it's your mother, your father, your son, your daughter, even your own life. You've got to be willing to give them all up to follow me. This is what he says in Luke chapter 12, verses 51 to 53. Do you think that I come to Jerusalem for the festival? And James, a leader in the church, says, you know what? People are getting a little bit of bent out of shape about what you're doing. They think that you're talking about. It's not that you're talking about. It's not that you're not supposed to love your mother and your father, your son and your daughter. It's just that they aren't the priority. God is. God is. John Bunyan in prison. In prison. Why did John Bunyan do that? Why did John Bunyan do that? Because he believed he needed to obey God over man. Him and to his family. When we walk with God, there are going to be things that we have to sacrifice. Relationships, pleasures, joys. There are going to be things that we have to give up in order to follow Jesus. For Abraham, he had to be willing to give up his son. And in the mind that you'll get something better in heaven. That has to be our motivation for making. But he was willing to make that sacrifice. Believing that God would be faithful. That God would be faithful. From the dead. Because in his mind, Abraham had already sacrificed him, and yet now he received him back. I don't have time this morning, but this whole thing paints a picture of Jesus Christ. And try to explain to God what's wrong. But the author of Proverbs tells us to trust God. In our ways, acknowledge Him. Psalm 9, verse 10. And those who know your name put their trust in you. For you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. You remember in the Bible when it talks about knowing a name, it's not just a name. It's not just that he is Adonai. It's not just that he's Yahweh.